Mittag, hell yeah, und herzlich willkommen zur Maiden NFL 17. Ich nehme das Video für einen besonderen Menschen auf, eine gewisse Sandra aus München. Und ich würde sagen, wir legen los. Einen wunderschönen Freitag und hell yeah.
Welcome to Franchise Mode, the best way to play through a season with your favorite team. In Madden 17, we're giving you more control and more decisions for more
wir
impact.
machen mal den Ton aus, Copyright.
Like never before with Play the Moments, the fastest way to play your game. Take all the excitement of the NFL Red Zone channel and mash it into Madden. All the key moments of the game, right at your fingertips. Jump into the key 2-minute drives at the end of the half or when your team makes it into the red zone. It's dynamic, it's brand new, and it's the fastest way to play Madden. Now that you have more control of the action on the field, we've added meaningful ways to game plan against your Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you planned in just a second. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right.
Dallas Cowboys, eigentlich ein gutes Team, aber in den letzten Jahren ziemlich untergegangen.
of poor boys, daddies, girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got
Wir spielen die Free Session.
whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long. Bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of
Your season starts now.
Und damit geht's los.
nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight. Straight out of moonlight.
Kick off your week by installing your game plan.
Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting
An offensive and defensive game plan has been pre-selected based on your weekly opponent's tendencies. You can change your game plan each week. You can focus train 3 players for extra. Once you have made your game plan and focus player decisions,
dirty roads. Nobody got no money. Got them signed up pickup trucks whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna
Wir trainieren natürlich die Mannschaft, damit die Mannschaft auch besser wird.
nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight.
Wir haben ja aktuell leider eine schwache Offense. Ich bin gespannt, wie weit wir kommen.
You know we're straight out of that dirty.
Guys, last time we were out here, coach's staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. I know you got it in you. So let me see that greatness come out on the field, all right?
Till we're straight out of moonlight. Straight out of moonlight.
Set, white 18! White 18! Go! Set, black 35! Black 35!
Wow, 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 wow.
Here we go, here we go! White 18! White 18! Go! Let's go now! White 20! White 20!
Hey man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You've taken the first steps towards success in this league. But don't fall back and get lazy. There's more steps ahead. You gotta keep it up.
Search! Black 35! Black 35! Bases those in the building, flash the camera. I'ma drop the hammer. Days 13 to hip-hop, sizzle and Bobby out the slammer. Hip-hop start on the East Coast and it move west down. Ready! White 18! White 18! Here we go, here we go! White 20! White 20! Ready! White 20! White 20! Let's go now! White 20! White 20! White 20! White 20! Ready! White 18! White 18! Here we go, here we go! White 20! White 20! White 18! White 18! Black 35! Black 35! Here we go, here we go! White 18! White 18! Ready! White 18! White 18! Search! White 18! White 18! Here we go, here we go! Black 35! Black Ready! Black 35! Black 35! Here we go, here we go! White 20! White 20! Here we go, here we go! Black 35! Black Ready! White 20! White 20! Set! Black 35! Black 35!
Kick your season off by starting your first game.
Ja, und da ist es das erste Spiel in der Pre-Session. Die Dallas Cowboys gegen die Los Angeles Rams.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports.
Larry, we haven't had NFL
Und das Spiel findet zur Primetime statt. Washington und Tampa führen in ihren Spielen oder haben gewonnen.
We kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. Now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway here in Los Angeles. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Den Kick-Off-Return gehabt, beziehungsweise sind als erstes in der Defense.
The guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
While in college, quarterback teams that improved their win total from 1 his freshman year to 5 his sophomore year to 8 his junior year. Love that type of improvement. Love that type of diligence.
Wir verteidigen oder greifen den Quarterback mit einem Blitz an.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The offense on your screen now, and Todd Gurley on your screen. That is the back of the present and the future.
And what an amazing return for him from a knee injury his last year in college at the University of Georgia. Now, it's like it never happened. There's nothing he can't do on the football field. And if you're a defense, that's a long day trying to prepare for Todd Gurley.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. On 2nd and 10, Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down.
Und ich würde sagen, unsere Defense macht den Rams ganz schön den Abend schwer.
A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the
Dritter
troops.
Versuch
Yeah,
und
you do in a
17.
big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Let's go! 3rd and long. It's gone. And that is incomplete. Brian Quick, the intended target. And that brings up 4th down. So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here.
Und dann sind wir das erste Mal im Angriff, weil die Rams müssen den Ball abgeben beim 4. Versuch und 17.
Trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This is taken at the 18.
Hervorragender Return bis zur 45-Yard-Linie. Und das heißt, jetzt sind wir das erste Mal im Angriff.
So here the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the 14-year NFL veteran, the Cowboys' all-time leading passer, Tony Romo.
And let's face it, not only has he had a really good career in Dallas, He's a personal favorite of Jerry Jones. I mean, in fact, it wasn't just
Wir beginnen mit einem Laufspiel über links.
And I scratched my head and said, gosh, 5. That would put him over 40. He was the starting quarterback that long.
That tells you how much he likes him, how much he trusts him, and how much he believes in him.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro.
Jetzt
So
über
they
rechts.
don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
Really, it's a solid draft class from a year ago. They were able to address some key weak spots
War
on their
sogar
team.
solide. Wir haben ein neues
And they were
First
able to
Down.
identify the players they wanted early in the process. Got a little bit of luck as some guys may have fallen to them, but for the most part, knew their philosophy and stuck to it.
A first down carry by Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This offensive unit today, they're going to need Dez.
A full combo plate.
Das ist unsere Offensive Line.
Toughness, not to mention incredible aggressiveness going and getting the football.
And after the play on the
Und
ground, that brings up
Passspiel.
second down here. They'll try the air now with Romo. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he is
Ja, und da sind wir
into the end
durch.
zone for a Cowboy
Touchdown Dallas.
Dez Bryant, 42 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man.
Backyard.
I'll hit you. And it worked really
Jetzt
well
der
for them.
Extrapunkt. Den macht man normalerweise. Man kann auch 2 Punkte nehmen. Aber eigentlich macht man das nur, wenn man im Rückstand ist, beziehungsweise wenn man unbedingt ein Spiel gewinnen muss. Bei Punkt Gleichstand zum Beispiel. Die Rams laufen, aber wir haben den Lauf gestoppt.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
Und damit führen wir das erste Mal 7:0.
You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same.
Flagge, die Frage ist für uns oder für die Rams.
Well, you went
And
3
now
and
they have
out.
that opportunity.
Ja, schade für uns.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Still first down.
Ach nee, für die Rams. 1. und 20.
On the counter, Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard. And
2. und 21.
Yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just
Ja,
a
ich weiß
space
nicht, was mit LA los ist, aber das wird ein lustiges Spiel für uns, glaube ich.
plays in the offensive backfield.
Here's Goff now on second down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively.
3.
down.
und 21.
And now the defense for Dallas.
When at his best, Orlando Scandrick is one of the top nickel cornerbacks in the NFL.
Also unsere Defense Line ist hervorragend. Die hält. Und LA ist jetzt nicht irgendwer. Die sind Super Bowl Anwärter.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And a catch made by Kenny Britt. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be fourth down.
4. und 8.
So much about this game is just understanding
Und
situations and then having to
LA
execute,
puntet.
isn't it?
Die
Guard the
versuchen
first
den
down sticks, don't let them get
4.
there,
Versuch
and they
gar
really
nicht
did make the
erst.
tackle.
Was mich allerdings wundert, aber wir sind im ersten Viertel 2 Minuten vor
This one away, and boy, it's
Ende
another boomer.
des ersten Viertels.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Wir machen den Laufspiel wieder über die rechte Seite.
Looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game.
Werden allerdings früh gestoppt.
Holes in the defense and
Wir haben
last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put
ein...
together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Ja, jetzt bekommen wir die Rams Defense
I played college football at the
gezeigt.
same time as TJ McDonald's father, Tim. And what a great player he was. TJ definitely is following in his father's footsteps.
Oh, ein 2. und 10.
Here we go. Left 35.
Romo, a delayed give to Elliott. Fights forward for only about
Das
a
ist
yard.
natürlich nicht so toll.
Alec Ogletree
Aber wir
on the
haben
stop.
ein paar Yards
I do know
gemacht.
from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this
Oh, das war
Dennis
shit.
Bryant, the intended receiver.
Das
And
war
that brings
shit.
up fourth down.
Hätte ich nicht machen
Try and
sollen.
get to the body and the mind of the
Da müssen wir den Ball
I know they're bigger and
abgeben.
stronger than I ever was, but
Schade,
in this situation,
schade.
They understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The one running back is Gurley. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break
Aber
that?
unsere Defense hat alles im Griff.
To get the ball in the
Die
end zone,
LA
but
kommt
then
nicht
just give them
weit.
some space
2. und 6.
and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on
Die
what will wind
Defense
up being the
steht.
final play of this first quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've hit the end of quarter 1.
Ja, end of the first quarter. Ende des ersten Viertels. Die Dallas Cowboys führen 7:0. Zähes Spiel. Allerdings sind wir ja noch Anfang der ersten Halbzeit. Gespielt wird ja in 4 Vierteln.
Hey, tight ends right. Watch tight end. Hey. 4 down.
And a first carry of the game here for Trey Mason.
Schade. Schade. Aber gegen eine Mannschaft wie Los Angeles kann man nicht alles verhindern.
But they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
On the ground again, it's Mason. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure
Ja,
out
und
where you're
unsere
going to
Defense
go,
lässt auch
and
nichts
sometimes you just have to
anbrennen.
take it to another spot.
2.
And trying
und
to get it
10.
outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Green 39.
Now it's the backup Keenum. And his first throw here is incomplete. That one intended for Benny Cunningham.
Und
And now it's
3. und
third
10.
down.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is.
Wäre sogar fast eine Interception geworden. Unser Defense-Spieler war da.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. Surveying the field. Still back there. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Trey Mason. And it's 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure
Und
creates
damit
diamonds,
sind wir
right?
wieder
But it
im
also bursts
Angriff.
pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just
Weil
to get rid of
LE
it.
muss
He
wieder
just had to chuck it
panten.
away.
Also unsere Defense hält uns den Rücken frei und verhindert in dem Fall Schlimmeres.
He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Wir sollen
The
ein
Cowboys offense heading
Passspiel
back out
machen.
and ready to go again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for
gefällt
them
mir
going
nicht.
on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt on
Aber
offense,
das
that fell
Laufspiel
harmlessly to the
solide.
ground. Just a couple there on the
Ja,
secondary run.
aber
Now they're
auch
staring
nicht
at a
wirklich.
3rd and 8 situation. 3rd down now following the run.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Ja, schade. Wir können aus unseren Möglichkeiten nichts machen. Wir machen zu wenig aus unseren Angriffsmöglichkeiten.
This is taken at the 15. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it
Jawohl, Quarterback
You've
Sack.
avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it
You
over.
didn't
I
turn
guess.
it over, right? You're giving your defense a
Zweiter
chance.
Versuch und 10 in dem Fall für Los Angeles. Vielleicht kommen wir noch einmal an den Ball. Unter Umständen sogar in einer sehr guten Position.
This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Intercepted.
And he will return this one to the
Das
30-yard line.
ist natürlich hervorragend. Das ist natürlich hervorragend.
He's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Weil 3 Minuten noch auf der Uhr. Wir sind schon in der 30-Yard-Zone, in der roten Zone des Gegners sozusagen. Ja, und wir haben alle Möglichkeiten. Das Laufspiel war natürlich dumm.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They run again with Morris.
Jawohl, war gar nicht dumm. Solide. 3. und 6. Ja, 2 Minuten Warnung, dass die Halbzeit abläuft.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Here it goes. Brand 38. Brand 38.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And give him 12 yards and a 1st down.
As the field starts to get condensed,
Ja, wir müssen es eigentlich nur in Ruhe zu Ende spielen.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Prescott on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Come on, let's go.
Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown.
Ja, und
Cowboys.
Touchdown.
Their dangerous wide receiver from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. On those slants,
Damit steht 13:0 für Dallas.
Timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal.
Der Extrapunkt ist auch gut. 14:0 in der ersten Halbzeit.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And
Nicht
it's capped
gut.
off with a Cowboys
Wir hätten
touchdown.
besser sein können. Aber
Bailey now to
solide.
kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Ja, LA läuft nicht, die starten von der 25-Yard-Linie.
Our eyes shift to the defense of the Cowboys now. And the interception the last time they were out there ended up leading to a touchdown.
So the only thing they didn't get really was the pick 6, because that's what everyone wants. Take it immediately to the end zone, but their offense capitalized on the takeaway and turned it into the 6 points they were looking for.
Well, set them up pretty, got the touchdown, now they're back out there defensively.
Und unsere Defense steht.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Right there.
Keenum will try again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
Ja, der Pass war zwar gut, aber
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
319.
Keenum going to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be
LA läuft die Zeit
Well,
davon.
they've had a pretty frustrating
4.
first
und
half
1.
here
Spielen die
offensively,
den
and
aus?
they just continue
Nee.
with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys.
Ja
The
gut,
stout
okay, wir
troops,
sind in
they're
der
enjoying
Pre-Session.
things right now, 'cause
Wir
they've
sind
made
noch
it
nicht
very
in der
difficult for
regulären
them
Saison.
throughout the half.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
An excellent pick for 34 yards.
Der Pass war gut.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body
Wir
types
wären sogar
as they
fast
care about those
durchgekommen.
guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Oh, incomplete.
Ja,
The
schade,
rookie
hätte ich
had
nicht
it,
machen
lost it
sollen.
there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Aber war auch egal.
Missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason.
Ja, solide Halbzeit, 14:0. Da kann man nichts sagen. Ich war sicher, es hätte besser sein können. Wir müssen unsere Chancen besser nutzen. Gerade wenn wir in der Offense, wenn wir im Angriff sind.
And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice
Hervorragender Pass.
But be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it.
Zweiter Versuch und 3.
They handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety
Wer ist denn der Spieler? Ich glaube, ja, das ist Butler. Obwohl brauchen wir gar nicht. Ich sehe was Besseres.
Prescott now on second down. Escobar with it over the middle. Just 4 yards on the
Was war das denn jetzt? Wir haben zwar ein First Down, aber das wollte ich gar nicht.
A 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Ja, und LA nimmt eine Auszeit.
First and 10, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Ja, schade.
The speedy Devin Street, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
One back is Morris. Throwing again, Prescott on second and 10. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The new signee from Miami, Quentin Coples, able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football.
Ja, das war wichtig. Das war wichtig. Escobar, guter Mann.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Laufspiel über rechts wird uns angezeigt.
They run with Morris. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Give him 9 on the carry that time.
Zweiter und 1. Ja, ja. Solide.
Quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
Noch ein Laufspiel über rechts.
And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding the clock.
Wir machen zwar nur einige Yards, aber das reicht uns. Wichtig ist das First Down.
Is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Morris. Spinning past him. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Ja, wichtig ist das First Down, beziehungsweise zweiter und Inches. Und jetzt wollen wir natürlich alles.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. They're dangerous.
Jetzt wollen wir natürlich alles. Touchdown Nummer 3.
Second touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point try by Bailey.
Ja, der Extrapunkt ist sicher 21:0. Ich würde mal sagen, das ist ein ungemütlicher Abend, Nachmittag für LA. Ich meine, klar, das ist die Free-Session, die Vorbereitung auf die neue Saison, aber je nachdem, wie das Spiel ausgeht.
They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Keenum now to throw. And he will go down, a Cowboy sack.
Und Tschüssikowski, 4. und 14. Ich sag ja, je nachdem wie das Spiel ausgeht, könnte das eine unangenehme Niederlage für LA sein.
It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Great blocking near
Ja, Return ungefähr an die 45-Yard-Linie. 28 Yards, hervorragender Lauf.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Schade.
The secondary, they really look clueless.
And now was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Prescott finding time. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dominic Easley able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down. Back now in Los
Schade,
Angeles.
wir konnten aus dem Angriff nichts machen.
Their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On third down, it's Prescott, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's
Schade, schade, wir konnten aus dem Angriff nichts machen.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now back onto the field. Here comes the Cowboys defense. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out. You feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Ja, der arme
Looking to avoid a third and long. It's second and 10.
Gott kann einem fast schon leid tun, aber was soll LE auch machen? Was soll LE auch machen? Die Dallas Defense ist hervorragend. 3. und 4.
Third and 4. From the gun on third down, Keenum. A dump off for Mason.
Oh, oh, oh. Das war schlecht verteidigt. LE hat tatsächlich das erste Mal ein First Down.
Supposed to be run in the NFL. Maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball.
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. Second down, just 1 yard to go.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down. When you execute a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit,
wir kein
you
Blitz
gain some
spielen.
significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing now is Keenum. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's second down.
17, guys. Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle. Set. Green, 39.
Back to the air. Keenum on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Keenum going to try and throw on third down. And that is incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. Now fourth down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding third and
Ja,
short,
jetzt muss
guarding
LE
first down
spielen,
sticks, and being
wenn
able
die
to
noch
make a plan
Punkte
to
haben
throw on
wollen.
batted down.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Now Keenum got to have this one. And this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people don't go for it on
Laufspiel
fourth down,
über die rechte
they believe you're
Seite,
not
so
up
wie
to
es
the
aussieht.
challenge. You want to show them differently.
Here's a handoff to begin the drive to Morris. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make
Ja,
it second
4
down.
Yards
Second
war
down
okay.
following the run.
Geht
Fourth
besser.
quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, we're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage.
Ja, der zweite Lauf war mies.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the backup, Darren McFadden. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far.
Wir nutzen unsere Möglichkeiten nicht.
On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on
Gut,
when they decided to run the football.
LA wird keine 3 Touchdowns bringen, aber das Spiel war auch nicht gut.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved to him.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Ja, das ist natürlich ein Geschenk. Interception.
Excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
This is Morris, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Das heißt, wir können mit einem bisschen Glück doch noch.
The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They come up in an offset eye. To throw is Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Doch noch ein Touchdown machen.
And now it's 1st and goal.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Throwing here, Prescott. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Bradley Marquez, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Keenum will try again on 2nd down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw, it's Keenum. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Keenum now to throw. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock.
Ja, 21:0. Okay.
as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
One final try now for Kano. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And
Das war jetzt sogar noch eine Interception. Krass.
Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Ja, schade, dass die Spielzeit vorbei ist.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.
Ja, 3 Touchdowns gegen LA. Das war okay. Wir können natürlich noch mehr aus unseren Möglichkeiten machen. Wir haben zu wenig aus unseren Angriffsmöglichkeiten gemacht. Wir hätten auch mit 5 oder 6 Touchdowns nach Hause gehen können.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Don't you ever get tired and feel like giving up? Don't you ever feel like you've had enough? Don't you ever get tired of wondering what's wrong or right? Don't you ever get tired and feel like giving up?
Gegen die Dolphins aus Miami.
You have too many players on your team. Choose which players you want to cut.
It seems that others thought they could take their sweet time, sipping in the sun, enjoying the sunshine. She can't wait to unleash all her rage with an electric guitar and blowing.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Oh, I hear you guys talking about Victory Monday. Only one way to get that. Let's see some hustle out there. We got a big game on Sunday.
Set! Black 35! Black 35! Ready! Right 18! Right 18! Ready! Right 18! Right 18! Go! Set! Right 18! Right 18! Go! Let's go now! Right 20! Right 20! Set! Black 35! Black 35!
Naja, schade, konnte man nichts machen.
Right 20! Go! Ready! Right 20! Right 20! Here we go! Here we go! Black 35! Black
man, listen, great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're gonna be just fine.
Ready, right 18, right 18. Ready, right 18, right 18. Let's go now, right 20, right 20. Let's go now, right 18, right 18. Here we go, right 18, right 18. Set, right 18, right 18. Let's go now, left 35, left 20. Let's go now, right 18, right 20. Set, right 20, right 20. Here we go, left 35, left 20. Set, left 35, left 35. Ready, right 20. Set, left 35, left 35. Ready, left 35, left 35. Here we go, left 35, left. Here we go, right 20, right 20.
Now that's what I'm talking about, fellas. I don't know what happened.
Ja, Abwehrleistung okay, Angriffsleistung kann man
And
verbessern.
this coaching staff is loving it. You guys consistently do that, and I see a lot of victories in our future.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
You don't see me holding hands. Whoa, come embrace my love and come on, take me on and on.
Jo, Game 2 in der Vorsaison. Miami Dolphins gegen die Dallas Cowboys. Wir spielen auswärts in Miami. Ja, Miami kann ich schlecht einschätzen.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Dolphins going up against the Cowboys. On the call here tonight, let's send it out to our guys in the booth. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and Mammoth AT&T
Laut dem Papier sind wir die stärkere Mannschaft, aber das muss sich erst zeigen.
Week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a good matchup here between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. Welcome in, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So you've got 1 week of preseason games in the books. Now you start to really assess some of the vets and, of course, some of the young players.
You're exactly right, because now there's a week's worth of film out there for everyone to watch. And for guys who may or may not make these particular teams, that film will be out there around the league, so maybe they can catch on somewhere else if they have to. But this would be a lot of fun to see how much time the veterans play versus how much time the young guys get.
Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air. Just about time.
Wir haben schon wieder den Kick-Off. Das heißt, wir spielen in der zweiten Halbzeit.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led out by their 28-year-old quarterback in his 5th year now out of Texas A&M. It's Ryan Tannehill.
And sometimes his athleticism is underappreciated. You have to remember, back at Texas A&M, he did a lot of damage as a starting receiver before he took over the quarterback position. So you know,
Kann dem Vorteil sein, muss aber nicht.
First and 10, Tannehill, and that's complete. It's Sims. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. This offense has a few playmakers. If they're going to go downfield, they often look the way of Stills.
He loves to run the deep routes, loves to get downfield and make the big catches, and he does it with flair.
2nd down, 8.
2. und 8, also der Blitz war schon mal solide.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Tyrone Crawford in.
Ja, 3. und 6, die Verteidigung ist okay.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Then here's the all-rookie punter from 2015, Matt Darr, on now to punt it away. Back deep to return it is Lucky Whitehead. This is taken at about the 14.
Ja, bis zur 40-Yard-Linie ist okay.
And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the 14-year NFL veteran, the Cowboys' all-time leading passer, Tony Romo.
And let's face it, not only has he had a really good career in Dallas, he's a personal favorite of Jerry Jones. I mean, in fact, it wasn't just the other day, Jerry said, I expect Tony to be our starter for the next 4 or 5 seasons.
And I scratched my head and said, gosh, 5, that would put him over 40. He was the starting quarterback that long.
That tells you how much he likes him, how much he trusts him, and how much he believes in him.
He'll muscle his way up to the
Der Lauf war okay, hätte ich gar nicht gedacht.
In on the tackle, the rookie Xavier Howard. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start.
Hätte man unter Umständen sogar noch mehr rausmachen können.
Play fake for Elliott. Now Romo. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there you go. Tony Romo to Dez Bryant. That often serves as an electrical charge for their offense.
And a warning to the defense, beware.
Yeah, that's the first one of the day. You have to figure there are plenty more to come.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right 20. Right 20.
Romo hands to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's
Der Lauf war Mist.
bringing up 2nd down. And as a first rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the 1st round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Throwing on 3rd down, Romo into double coverage and it's intercepted.
Alter!
And it's picked off. And he'll take this across midfield.
Von 3. und 6 intercepted.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays on defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as
Das
long as
ist
we play
natürlich
football.
mies.
If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And Cameron has it over the middle. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Well, it was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso. And let's run through the Dolphins defense.
Ja.
It provokes a whole lot of conversation. But at the end, everyone agrees, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
Jo, die Miami Defense.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. On second down, here's Romo. Oh, he almost had it.
Ja,
With
Mist.
one interception, just missing his second there. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Boy, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different driving on those paved roads. And those country roads have those
Naja,
potholes,
first
isn't it?
and
That's the way this game's
10.
going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country
I
roads.
certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
Romo gives to Elliott, and it'll be a minimum pickup.
War
as it will
solide,
take
aber
us to the end of the first quarter. So we've reached the
hätte
end
man
of
mehr
a fairly
rausmachen
even
können,
first
machen
quarter
müssen.
play. 0-0 our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out.
Let's go! Ryan 38!
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A gain of 13 and also the first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Let's go! 190! 190!
A first down throw for Prescott. And this one's incomplete. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hey! 4 down! Here we go! Ryan 38!
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's
Ja,
complete.
solide.
He'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defense
Solide,
is count on.
solide.
Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Come on, let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
Now it's Morris.
Wichtig
And he will
ist zu
have the
punkten.
first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Ryan 38!
From the red zone now, Prescott. A hit as he
Ja,
throws there,
Mist.
incomplete. Lucky Whitehead, his intended target. And that'll bring up second down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Ja, ist doch alles cool, ist doch alles solide. First and goal.
And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll give it to him.
Ja,
right to
Mist.
gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you? We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
He was looking for Alfred Morris that time. Down coming up. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, you know, can be unpredictable.
Das war natürlich mies.
Ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it. And from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with Larry Ridley for highlights and analysis of our first half of play. Now, not too many highlights yet, at least in terms of scoring plays, that is.
Yeah, but hang in there. We might get something these last 2 minutes.
More now. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
It'll be a gain of 7, but I imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
It's picked up by the Cowboys.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Come on, let's go!
They'll start it on the ground with Morris. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this.
Naja, wichtig ist, den Ball nicht zu verlieren.
First down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Wichtig ist, den Ball nicht zu verlieren.
So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the third quarter. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game.
Ja, Mist.
But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense.
Mist, ich muss den einfachen Ball spielen.
And running it better, trying to create an opportunity.
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans are saying throw the football.
Ich muss den einfachen Ball spielen.
Called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
1st down, Prescott. Escobar with it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
And to give this time to the tailback. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Here we go! 1-9!
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
One back is Morris. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And Escobar has it left side. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup. And it'll be a Dallas 1st down.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense. Because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Check back 45! Check back 45! Check back!
Time running out here on the play clock. Now Prescott. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call, because that 3rd and 1 fake
Ja,
the
Mist.
top for a big play.
Ja, aber passt.
But in this situation,
Passt. Das sind die ersten 3 Punkte.
Good news, Charles. This will not be a scoreless tie.
Ja, das wird hart mit Dallas. Das wird hart mit Dallas.
Let the celebration begin, partner. Yeah, it's just a field goal. But the way these defenses ruled the 1st half, any points are looking pretty good right about now.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
All right, here we go.
Now Moore. He's got time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hervorragend. Quarterback-Tackle 82.
There to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
83, naja.
And an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders, is exactly what happened on that play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line.
Nice
job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now come the Cowboys. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They come up in an offset eye. Prescott now. His throw in.
Yeah, Butler.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Alter.
Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams played,
down the number.
Nine.
There he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Oh, ja, das war klar.
58 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Prescott on first down. this is incomplete. He was trying to hit Darren McFadden out of the backfield, and that'll bring up second down.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
A second down throw for Prescott, and he hits his tight end, Escobar. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he can't come up with it.
Ja, Alter.
Second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him 18 yards on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
First down, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
21 yards away. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Der Extrapunkt ist gut, aber da sind noch 3 Minuten auf der Uhr.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback.
Das heißt, die Defense muss auf jeden Fall stehen.
So now here come the Dolphins. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. More now. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead
Die
to a third
Defense muss
down.
auf jeden Fall
Was able
stehen.
to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Nein! Was ein Scheiß!
In for a Miami touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins have taken the lead
Was
here in
ein
the fourth.
Scheiß!
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. He juked him. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. It means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit to make things better for them.
It goes as a pickup of 23, and that leads to a Dallas first down.
Let's go. 190.
He'll look to throw. And,
Nine.
There as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way.
Alter, das kann doch nicht sein.
The lead obviously late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning.
Shit.
And in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
After this one, it's always tough to lose a game. But after this one, Charles, your offense...
You thought that I would lay down and die. Whoa, no. Demon face spitting in my cup all night long. Wheel your tongue at my throne of power. Oh, no. I never for a second thought that I was dead. Oh, no. I never for a second let you into
Now let's take a
Yay,
minute to see how
yay,
you can
yay, yay,
improve your
yay,
team.
yay, 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 yay. Das war natürlich mies.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Das war natürlich mies. Das war natürlich mies. Ja gut, das ist die Saisonvorbereitung. Wir haben noch nichts gewonnen und nichts verloren, aber trotzdem.
Hey boys, coming out of yesterday's practice, we all know it wasn't good enough. Today's practice, it's gotta be great. Game day's coming fast. Let's go.
Right 20. Right 20.
think we all know what today was. Today simply wasn't good enough. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Today was not good enough. Next practice, I want it better.
Here we go, here we go. White 18. White 18.
Listen up, gentlemen, listen up. Today was just flat out bad. Coaches can only do so much. We can only create a game plan. We can't go out there and practice for you. That's on you. Today was a bad practice. Let's pick it up. That was great. You had a great day today. You finally getting it. You're starting to turn the corner, and that's what we like to see as a coaching staff. Show us some more.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Ja, jo, ein Spiel machen wir jetzt noch und dann soll für heute gut sein. Oh mein Gott, die Seahawks. Wie sollen wir die schlagen?
Just a bunch of poor boys, daddies, girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up. Pickup trucks whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long. Bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup here in Week 3 between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Oh, spinning away. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line.
Und der Kickoff-Return war schon mal ganz
So
nett.
here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the 14-year NFL veteran, the Cowboys' all-time leading passer, Tony Romo.
And let's face it, not only has he had a really good career in Dallas, he's a personal favorite of Jerry Jones. I mean, in fact, it wasn't just the other day Jerry said, I expect Tony to be our starter for the next 4 or 5 seasons.
And I scratched my head and said, gosh, 5, that would put him over 40. He was the starting quarterback that long.
That tells you how much he likes him, how much he trusts him, and how much he believes in him.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Let's go now. Black 35. Black 35.
To throw on 2nd down is Romo. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line, and they go with the running
They go
back.
star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T.
And oh, right away, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
Preseason.
yeah, right now, you know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Now Elliott. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On on second down. Here's Romo. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
And another reception by Jason Witten, all reliable for Tony Romo. You know what they say, partner. Once you get your first 1,000 catches, it's all gravy after that.
Yeah, one of two tight ends. He and Tony Gonzalez in the 1,000-catch club in the tight end department. Here's Romo now on second down. Pass incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. Third down here. And a look at Seattle's defense.
Cam Chancellor is one of the best safeties in the game, but with his linebacker size, that allows the team to use him wherever they want to make plays. A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. He completes it to Bryant. And now we see Bryant yet to pop up. Still down following that play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. They go play action here on first down. That's caught at the 2. 1 yard is the gain there. It'll bring up second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley, a 1-yard
Naja,
touchdown
geht doch.
reception. And the Cowboys
Geht
have
doch.
taken the early lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Geht doch.
And now we get our first look at a guy who's
Solider
been around
Start
the
gegen
block a time or
Seattle.
two. He will not be rattled today.
And that changes things for a defensive coordinator because normally when you get the young guys, you get the rookies, you throw all the exotic blitzes at them and looks they haven't seen. But this guy, he's seen it all.
Now Wilson on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
The emergence of Thomas Rawls out of Central Michigan, chalk one up for the scouting department of the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, last year averaged 5.6 yards per attempt, most in the NFL. Of course, then he had that nasty ankle injury.
Well, he's back healthy and looking like the Thomas Rawls we saw in 2015. 3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line.
Naja, erfolgreicher Angriffsversuch abgewehrt.
And they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45.
Aber wir sind auch nicht weit gekommen mit unserem Angriff.
We focus our attention. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Romo now to throw, and he whips that one incomplete there. Gavin Escobar, his big tight end, was the intended receiver. And it's second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Alter!
Easily the intended target, and that'll bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Throwing is Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 7 alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis. Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Here we go. Man 38.
Now the backup Boykin, his first throw. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Prescott. And he finds a man with a crossing route. That one goes for 24 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
first down. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him. And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
And tough sledding. You'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have it.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Cedric Thornton in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on.
Naja, vorbei.
Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Jawohl. Touchdown, Dallas.
A big play there. 51 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Complete. Richardson has it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent. And that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw on film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage, meaning they either bail out or they give them a lot of space to throw the underneath stuff. So they decided they'd take advantage of it and worked on it hard in practice this week.
So 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Boykin. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Boykin on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. It's Boykin again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Kenny Long, and it's third down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Let's go!
On third down, Boykin surveying the field and hauled in by Helfet. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, it's Boykin. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Here we go!
From the gun on third, it's Boykin. Caught, Waller. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the
Wie first and 10. Das war nicht first and 10.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. Boykin on first and 10. Finding time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Tapper in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Aber minimal. Minimal.
As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry.
Das Wichtigste war Touchdown verhindert.
This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. They had a pretty solid first half. Not many adjustments, but I guess there's probably always some adjustments that can be made.
Usually it's just tightened down on the things we've worked on all week in practice. Everyone thinks adjustments are bringing in something absolutely new. For the most part, it's tweaks or just emphasizing what you've worked on already. And that's what they're planning to do here in the second half.
They won't be looking to reinvent the wheel.
Jalen Smith out of Notre Dame. Partner, that's got to be one of the best stories in the NFL, seeing him out on the field.
Yeah, it really is. That injury that he had during the bowl game against Ohio State, boy, that hurt his draft stock. So nice to see him out there.
I had him rated as the top player in his class in 2016 before his injury. He ends up going in the second round, and now he's starting to make the plays we expected to see.
3rd and 2 here for Boykin. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Tapper in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. 10 yards to go on third. On third down, it's Prescott. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the play.
Yeah, fuck.
They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give him a little bit of help.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Cedric Thornton in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Come on, let's go! 1-9!
Third and long for Boykin. He's got time. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So 2nd and 10 here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Cowboys defense, they march back out onto the field. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here, see if they can force another 3-and-out.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game. Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. They go play action with Boykin. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's John Ryan now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And the Seahawks defense heads back out there now. They're trailing on the scoreboard. Now, they had to watch that last drive, then they come out here. Defensively, when you played, did you like being out there defensively to start the second half or wait to drive?
I wanted to be out there right away. Come out of the locker room, get right back into the flow of the game. Because sometimes when you sat around, you liked it when your offense gave you a long drive, but it made it a little bit tougher to get out on the field.
Well, it's the second drive here. We'll see how they respond. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the breath, wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Cowboys now. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second down following the run.
That's the way to hit. Here we go.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Now Boykin on second down. Over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Red zone opportunity. On the carry, Michael. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go. Red 38.
They go to Michael again. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. On is Hauschka now for the Seahawk field goal.
The best defensive lineman They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example.
Naja, okay. Wird knapp, aber könnten wir gewinnen.
All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A first down throw for Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he slings one that's incomplete. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
Come on, let's go! Brian 38! Brian 38!
On the draw, this is Morris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Back to the ground, but here McFadden. And he's able to get it. Now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And he missed it. It's no good. And this is
Mist.
where it is.
Wieso? Warum spiele ich den nicht aus?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. He's back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away.
Weil okay, köstlich.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, and here, the sync just wasn't there.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
In today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Come on, let's go! Brian 38! Brian 38!
He'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Here we go. It's Boykin on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down.
Ganz knapp. Ganz knapp. Aber wirklich ganz knapp.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Brand 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictated just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce. Didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Ganz knapp. 14:6.
They knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
All up in my face, you're not from the clique. Give me space, we might ride it. Most say that, baby, they don't love the clique. I thought they love you when you make it. This some mud. Yeah, this some mud. Friends and business don't mix, so I'm brotherless. Trying to get back close, hit them with the stiff. Gears I shift, make sure they feel the drift. Just caught the Benz all with the tick. You should know, cause in every song I said, yeah, in every song I said, I'm just proud of my accomplishments. I'm a 400, I don't care at all. Have a head on, heard you talking about I'm real, I'm fraud. Your kids and broad ain't straight, you shouldn't care at all.
Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave.
Yeah, 104 times how it go down. Slaps on deck for the whole town. On mamas, man, I did it with my own sound. And I just admit it already. You got plans to do it, boy, we did it already. Got a couple DMs, I done slid in already. Gotta ask YG if he hit it already. Yeah, I'm a star like Moesha's. Running up the numbers like Aisha's. Yeah, I be sliding, I be creeping. Girls these days, they just don't know how to keep it. But I got it all handled. They try to box me and I got my own angles, yeah. I'ma spend the summer getting to the cake and I'ma wishing wood on every candle. I'm like,
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Tell me why you always say, please, please tell me why you always say, why you wait? Please tell me why you always say, please, please tell me why you always say, please tell me why you always say, please, please tell me why you always say, please tell me why you always say.
if you ain't know me, bitch,
Use your practice squad to develop younger players that can eventually contribute in games.
automatic hold down. What's that?